What if the handgun you could legally carry without a permit in 2024 now falls under new court interpretations in 2026? Whether it's commonly owned pistols like a Glock 19, or compact handguns such as the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield, the laws governing how states treat permitless carry have not remained static. And the biggest reason, the courts. In this video, we're breaking down how permitless carry laws changed from 2024 to 2026, which states modified their rules, and how court decisions, including Supreme Court signals, reshaped the legal landscape. Before we begin, if you follow gun laws, Second Amendment cases, and court rulings, make sure to subscribe. This channel focuses on lawful ownership, constitutional analysis, and verified legal facts. Not rumors, not tactics. Let's begin. Permitless carry in 2024, the legal starting point. In 2024, permitless carry laws generally allowed eligible adults, as defined by state and federal law, to carry commonly owned firearms, including well-known handgun platforms such as Glock, SIG Sauer, and Ruger models, without being required to apply for or receive a state-issued concealed carry permit. It is important to clarify that this legal framework did not remove all regulations, nor did it authorize unrestricted carry. Even within permitless carry states, long-standing legal limitations remained firmly in place. Courts consistently upheld laws prohibiting firearm possession by individuals who are legally disqualified, regardless of permit status. Certain sensitive locations, identified through statute and court interpretation, continued to be restricted areas where carry was not permitted. Additionally, states enforced conduct-based regulations, meaning that compliance with public safety laws and lawful behavior standards remained mandatory. Most importantly, throughout 2024, both state courts and federal courts were actively evaluating whether permitless carry statutes aligned with the constitutional framework established by the U.S. Supreme Court. These judicial reviews made clear that permitless carry laws were part of an ongoing legal and constitutional process, subject to interpretation, refinement, and future judicial guidance. What changed between 2024 and 2026, and why courts matter? Between 2024 and 2026, the most important changes in permitless carry laws did not come from legislation alone. Instead, many developments were shaped by decisions and guidance from federal district courts, U.S. courts of appeals, and legal influence connected to the U.S. Supreme Court. Lower courts increasingly reviewed permitless carry rules by asking a key constitutional question: does this permitless carry law comply with constitutional history and established precedent? As these legal reviews continued, states responded in several ways. Some revised statutory language to better align with court interpretations. Others issued official legal guidance to clarify how existing laws should be applied. In some cases, enforcement standards adjusted gradually as agencies adapted to evolving legal expectations. Together, these changes affected how lawful public carry was regulated, including rules related to commonly owned firearm categories such as compact pistols, duty-size handguns, and revolvers, discussed here strictly for educational and legal analysis purposes. States that expanded permitless carry protections. By 2026, several states took steps to clarify and refine their permitless carry laws in order to ensure greater compatibility with existing court rulings. Key legal adjustments often included clearer statutory definitions of what qualifies as lawful public carry, reduced reliance on discretionary enforcement, helping limit inconsistent interpretation, closer alignment with prior guidance and standards referenced by the U.S. Supreme Court. In reviewing these laws, courts repeatedly emphasized that firearms considered to be in common lawful use, including modern semi-automatic handguns, should not be subject to vague, unclear, or arbitrary carry restrictions. As a result, these court-influenced changes helped create greater legal predictability and consistency for individuals seeking to understand and comply with lawful carry regulations. States that tightened or redefined carry rules. Not all court outcomes during this period favored expansion of permitless carry laws. In response to ongoing litigation and judicial scrutiny, some states chose to tighten or redefine their carry regulations rather than loosen them. These responses often included broadening definitions of designated, sensitive places where carry is restricted, adding new compliance or procedural requirements intended to clarify enforcement, increasing penalties for technical or administrative violations under state law. Many of these changes were framed as legal clarifications, but they have also generated continued legal challenges in both state and federal courts. Several appellate courts have already indicated that overly broad or undefined restrictions may conflict with constitutional protections, particularly when they lack clear historical support. As a result, many of the carry rules in place in 2026 should be viewed as legally unsettled, meaning they remain subject to further court review and potential revision. Role of the U.S. Supreme Court, indirect but powerful. Between 2024 and 2026, the Supreme Court didn't always make the headlines with dramatic rulings, but its influence was still huge. During this period, the court declined to hear certain high-profile cases, let lower court decisions stand, effectively endorsing them, sent strong, indirect signals through procedural choices and case handling. These actions mattered because lower courts closely read them as guidance on how to interpret gun laws. Lawmakers, in turn, took note and made adjustments in areas like concealed carry regulations, who qualifies for permitless carry, how public carry rules are enforced. Even without a blockbuster ruling, the Supreme Court acted as a silent but powerful force, shaping the future of gun law across the nation. Its subtle decisions influenced both the legal landscape and legislative strategies, proving that sometimes, in the world of law, what doesn't happen can matter just as much as what does. What this means for 2026 and beyond. In 2026, permitless carry laws are far from uniform. They depend heavily on how courts interpret them. Each state approaches these rules differently, and ongoing litigation continues to reshape the landscape. Whether you're looking at laws affecting a Glock-style handgun, a compact concealed firearm, or broader lawful carry rights, court decisions now carry as much weight as the statutes themselves. What's legal on paper may not be fully enforceable until courts clarify it. This makes understanding gun laws more complex than ever. To truly know what's allowed, you have to follow how judges read and apply the laws, not just how lawmakers wrote them. As legal challenges continue, 2026 and beyond will likely see even more shifts, keeping both citizens and lawmakers on their toes. Permitless carry in 2026 is not simply a question of expansion or restriction. It is about constitutional interpretation, court rulings, and legal precision. Understanding these laws requires looking beyond headlines and paying close attention to how courts interpret and apply constitutional standards at both the state and federal levels. If you want accurate, court-based analysis of gun laws, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and stay informed with verified legal updates. Because in gun law, what the courts decide often carries more weight than political statements or media claims. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next legal breakdown.